Only Using Math asked, who are you? Well, Who am I? I'm Madison. You may know me as Frogfitz, and this is my YouTube channel. Welcome. Today we're going to be answering some questions, so let's go. Zadie.f asked, what's the best thing you've ever done? And I'd have to say, well, live and learn. One of the best things that I've learned is there's no real point in letting things that are completely out of my control ruin my day. Like, example, what is all this stuff around you? My ceiling caved in. But basically, that's out of my control. What can I do other than let them fix it and do my best to do me otherwise? As long as I'm doing my best to take progressive steps forward, then everything else will follow. And you know, progression looks different every day. Some days it's doing the checklist, doing everything, you know. Some days it's resting. Because we deserve to rest. Take care of yourself and don't be too hard on yourself. And I don't know about you, but I don't want to be in here anymore. So let's go. Oof, much better. Chaz Jassington asked if I'd ever considered designing my own clothing brand. And to that, I'll say yes, but not necessarily anytime soon. I have some really fun ideas, but it just doesn't really feel aligned with my life right now. TSX933 asked, what's my favorite piece of clothing? And it's this shirt. It's been through so much with me. It was probably like the first big staple item that I got when I first started getting into fashion, and I've never seen anything quite like it. It's been to over like 20 festivals with me, and so many different types of people have worn it, and it's just really grown up with me. So also, I love the fit. I love how it goes down below my butt because it's like a little dress. If I wear a really short skirt, then I can just wear this in the back and not feel weird about, you know, breaking it down. Ruby Wimmers asks, what's your favorite fruit? And even though it is a very close comparison to a pomegranate and a passion fruit, I'd have to go with pomegranate, and let me tell you why. Pomegranates you have to work for. It's a whole ceremony, undressing, or not undressing them, peeling them, taking the seeds out, making sure they don't get crushed. It's a delicate, sensual experience that really just makes the fruit taste so much better. I feel like it's a meditation for me when I unload a pomegranate, when I peel a pomegranate. And of course, the burst of flavor, the seeds, like what a fun experience. They're like, just like candy, pop rocks, but nature's pop rocks. And on that same note, that's why I like passion fruit too, because it surprises you, it catches you off guard. You don't eat a passion fruit and you're like, you eat a passion fruit, you're like, oh girl, like, that shit gets you going. Flower Fairy PNW asked, if I could be any fruit right now, what would I be? Watermelon. Roll the tape.
So if y'all were any kind of fruit right now, what kind of fruit would you be?
Watermelon.
Jeremy Salazar asked, what book has inspired or influenced me the most? And I thought, might as well show you, so let's go. You know, there's a lot of good books out there, but this was really the first book to heavily influence and shift my creative perspective, not only on literature, but also abstract of life in general. It'll forever be my #1 because of the milestone influence it had on me as a teenager when I first read it. I didn't even know books could be this cool until I read him. If you haven't already read this book, do yourself a favor, and pick it up and read it because it's absolutely incredible. Whoa! Amber D. Camp asked, how tall am I? I'm tall enough to ride all the rides in the amusement park, baby. Coming in at a hot 5'4". Wait, hello? Yeah, okay, cool. Enriquez Graham asked, am I ticklish? And to that I'll say, no. Ruby Wimmers also asked, what's my go-to song on Aux? And it really depends on who I'm with, but I've been listening to a lot of Heat and Arms Length lately. Spry Sparky asked, why did the frog cross the road? To get to the other side, and to answer this question. Lennon's VHS Tapes asked, how do I get my swag? And that one's an easy one. From all the people I've loved along the way, especially those who have loved me the same. Shout out to my mom, the coolest one around. Nizar Masade asked if I have any leftovers of that top shelf shit. Always, if you know, you know. And if you don't, I'll link the reel in the caption. Also, we just broke 7 million views for that reel. Thank you guys so much. I love you and appreciate you more than words can say. Someone asked, how do you feel about backpack straps? Well, I'm glad you asked. And you may be thinking, wait, you're the person who asked that question. Yeah, I did. So what? I want to talk about it. Posture. Agility. There's nothing I can't conquer with backpack straps on. Like, what if I'm just like, you know, like walking, oh, danger. But my backpack doesn't move, it's stable. Without backpack straps, I'm like, oh, hey. Falling off my body. Oh, you don't want none of that. And you don't get none of that if you have straps on. TSX933 asks, what is one thing you hope to accomplish this year? And even though there's so many exciting things happening this year, including release of my first ever short film called More Than a Summer House, a memoir to my childhood home in the San Juan Islands, along with tons of fun new skits coming to my Instagram and TikTok, the main thing that I would really love to accomplish this year is just connecting with more of you guys, because that is one of the most valuable things that comes along with doing social media. So if you haven't already, connect with me on Instagram and TikTok at frogfitz, just like my YouTube, and make sure to comment, like, and subscribe here if you'd like. No pressure. And on that note, I love you guys so much. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.